Welcome back to another day in my life as a medical engineer. Today started a little earlier than usual because the end term exams are getting closer. So I decided to spend some time revising my work and going through my notes. Preparing early helps me stay confident and ready for the exams. The place was quiet and a bit messy because the workers had not yet started cleaning. You could tell the day was only just beginning. I then went to Karisa Wanje for my weekly skills. This time, we were continuing with some pending work from the previous inventory skills session. Earlier, we had inspected and listed different machines and equipment in the workshop. So today's task was to follow up on the records. So here we were in the skill lab, and our group was assigned 3 machines to inspect and work on. Each machine also had its job card, which helps record the condition of the equipment and maintenance repairs done. The first machine was a nebulizer. Luckily, it wasn't faulty and works by administering medication in a mist form. It's used for people with asthma and respiratory conditions.
Na ukiona kama hivi, hii mashine inabeba parts gani na gani muhimu. Lazima iwe inafana, alafu upepo inatoka. Kitu kingine ambacho afikiria kwenye akili ni kitu gani ambayo hii mashine iko na part yake. Lazima iwe na pump. Motor lazima iwe na pump. Ndio utapata inasukuma ile hewa. Shampata. Hizo ndio parts ambazo muhimu. Yaani ukiangalia katika mashine nyingi za biomedical ziko na motor, za run na motor. Hata hii kitanda kama ni electrical ina run na motor.
And the second machine we checked was the suction machine. It was also functioning, and its role is to create a negative pressure that helps removing unwanted fluids such as mucus, blood, and secretion from a patient's body. Finally, we inspected an oxygen cylinder. This was not faulty, it was simply empty and needed to be refilled. Oxygen cylinders are very important in hospital because they supply oxygen to patients who have difficulty in breathing. After finishing working on the machine, we organized the skill lab neatly, making sure every tool and equipment was returned to its proper place. Cleanliness and order are very important in engineering workshop because it helps prevent damage to equipment and keeps the environment safe for the next users. Once everything was arranged, we waited for our training manager to inspect the area. We patiently waited for the final go ahead before leaving the lab and ending the session for the day. We then accompanied him in another skill lab where the rest of the students were working. We noticed the lab was set up with maternity and newborn unit equipment, which made the session even more interesting. We then handed over the job cards we had already completed from our earlier tasks. The manager checked them as we explained the work we had done on the machines.
Thank you.
Before heading back to my room, I first had to pass by the workshop to return the school toolbox to the store. Every tool had its place in the store. With that done, I started my journey back to my room, feeling a little tired but satisfied after a productive and educational day in the skill lab. Once I arrived at my room, a blender and an iron box waiting for repair. I took my time in repairing perfectly, so I got straight to work and fixed them before anything else. After finishing the repair, I joined my sister in the kitchen and helped her making holes in mathobosha, getting everything ready for iftar. When the time finally arrived, we broke our fast with some delicious snacks like coconut potatoes, mahamri and donuts. After the Maghrib prayer, we continued with our main meal, which was included roti, veggies, mahamri, tamarind juice and the famous Swahili dish urojo. Later on, I felt having some fruit to refresh myself after the meal, but before that I drank a glass of cold water, letting it cool me down after the long day of fasting. I took my fruit and washed it carefully.
Seriously.
I simply moved on and decided to have my suhoor early. For my suhoor, I took a few pieces of pizza, something quick and filling before resting for the night. I hope you all don't wonder why I took my suhoor early. I have a difficulty in waking up late at night. You could also see my bed was already prepared and it was finally time to get some sleep and recharge for another day of studies, fasting and life at college. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment and share the video to support the journey. Let's meet in another vlog.